I'm planning on cutting my locks, combing them out, washing and blow drying my hair, putting in Microlocs with extensions. Oh. So if you'd like to see how I went from one set of locks to the other, make sure you watch to the end and like and subscribe to the channel. First and foremost, let me break down why I'm doing this process. Now, first of all, I love the locks that I have. I love the color, they're so pretty, but there are a few issues with these locks that need to be addressed. Breakage. If you've ever had blonde hair, you know it eats up your hair. Now, I naturally have very, very thick hair, so I've been able to maintain. I think I've been locked for, I don't know, maybe like 8 years, 7 or 8 years. And then like 4 of those years, I have been blonde. So I've been able to hold on to my hair with the blonde, but at this point, it's getting to be too much. I'm losing locks. Every single lock of my hair has had to be repaired. Here's a lock that's broken off. As you can see, it's significantly shorter than its friends. I don't know if you can see on camera the repairs. Like this one has been repaired. You can tell by the color difference. Same thing here. I have some locks that used to be like thick and juicy that are like skinny. It's just come to the point where, you know, I gotta address it. Yeah, as far as like hitting the hair with the bleach, yeah, I can't do that anymore because it's absolutely destroying my hair. So we gotta do something about it.
5 days later.
So as you guys can see, I am almost done combing out my first set of locks. Right here, I'm just looking at the lock to see any damage, and I'm gonna cut right above that damage. I just got 3 to go, so I just wanted to show you guys how I did my process. And just FYI, you will need a pair of scissors and a comb for this bad boy. And here we go. I found my place on my shaft and clip. Oop. There it is. Boop. All right, number 2. And boop, number 3. All done. And here I'm just speeding up the process so you guys can kind of see how it goes. I'm going to slow it down in just a second so you guys can kind of see how I did this. I was extremely gentle when taking out the locks, which is probably why it took me so long. I'm just pulling the comb through the very, very end of where it is locked and pulling it through. And I did that for maybe a third of the process, but most of the process I did what I'm doing right here, which is just pulling the hair apart gently and pulling that extra hair out super, super gently. Doing the same thing at the roots. The roots were the hardest part, honestly. Oh my gosh, they were terrible. But being very gentle so not to damage the hair. And here you go. As you can see, there is my hair. All that came out. That's 8 years of locks just came out my hair, and that does not include the actual locks that I cut off. And I'll prove it to you. There they are. So there are the locks where I cut off the end, and then I left about 8 inches, 6 inches, depending on the lock, that was combed out, and there is all the hair that came with it. Amazing.
2 days later.
I detangled my locks, I washed my hair, and I blow dried my hair. I mean, I'm gonna do my own parting too, but I had her put it in like these bigger sections so I can like work through and decide how big I want my locks to be and all that jazz. So it looks good. I was so pleasantly surprised about how healthy my hair was. Like, it is in such good shape. There's like probably like 2 inches at the bottom that need to go, and that was part of the damage that I was cutting out. If I was going to leave my hair loose, I would just have somebody like even it out and rock it. It is so healthy. It really helped not using oils, washing every week, getting a lot of water in the hair, not using a whole lot of products. Really seemed to like be really good for my hair. Obviously my hair was over processed at that point, so you know, once damage is done, but I received a lot less breakage. Let me actually take out one of these braids so you guys can kind of see what's going on here. So anyway, this is how my hair kind of looks, and once I get it in there, I'll probably cut, you know, we'll see how I feel, but maybe like this much or maybe even up to here, just to make sure we get rid of all the damage.
Later that day.
I've done approximately a quarter of my head. So far so good. I did all this on the straight hair, and then I just sit with a little bit of water at the ends just so it wouldn't come undone before I got a chance to do my own thing. Once I finish the whole head, I'm gonna add extensions to it. So that's why I wanna make sure my ends are nice and fluffy, because then it'll be easier to, I'm so tired, add in the extension hair. If you wanna see them, how small they are. So I did cut some. This is what I cut off. I don't know how. I think that's maybe 4 inches. I was gonna do like 2 or 3, but I said, you know what? It doesn't matter. I'm putting in extensions regardless, so I might as well like get rid of everything that I think might be not so great. So that's the ends I cut off.
2 days later.
All right, cool. We are finally done with I don't know what phase this is, 3rd phase, 4th phase, who knows. I did a total of 370. Yes, it is a little uneven because some places need to be cut more than others, but it doesn't really matter because we're putting in extensions next. This is the hair. I cut additional hair, as you can see, and this is just because I wanted to make sure that I got rid of any damage, again, color damage or damage from combing out my locks, because that damages your hair too. I was getting a little tangly at the end and it was a little thin, so you know, whatever. Cut off all that so that we can start fresh with a nice healthy head of hair. And I braided this, blow dried, and yeah, I try to customize it to my head because I don't know, I have like different densities in different parts of my head. So like in the crown, like this is the thick part and down here is a bit thinner, so I tried to customize the locks to suit my hair, and I think I did a pretty good job. Now my grid is like but you know, I'm not really hung up on the grid, so it's okay. And I did a self install, so I don't expect it to be perfect, but so far I love it. So this is one of the extensions that I'll be using. It actually, I know this hair is a little darker, but it'll actually match very well with my previous hair, or the ends. This is part of my little ball. See, it's perfect. This is a 613, I believe. I got it on Amazon. I'm sure I'll put the link in the description when it's all said and done. I got a lot of these, so I should have more than enough to complete my install. So it's officially been 6 weeks since I combed out my first set of locks and decided to transition or install a second set of locks, which are the Microlocs that you see now. Originally I thought this endeavor would take approximately 2 weeks, a few days to comb out the other set of locks, and maybe like a week and a half to do this set. I was grossly underestimating the time that it takes to do this style. I now understand why most stylists do Microlocs in twists and why they do not do long extensions. Okay, this is what I got. I'm approximately like to my butt. That's how long these are, because I wanted them to be a similar length that I had with the previous locks. I won't say I regret it, but I am tired. I am so tired. And the reason it took so long was because because I was doing it so often and they were so long and it was taking so much time, I started to get chest pains and back pains, so that prevented me from doing it like long hours a day. Obviously had to go to work, so I had to pause, and then like halfway through me installing these, my mom decided she wanted them too. So I had to take time to do her hair. I'm about halfway done with hers, and mine's I will be finished tonight. I literally have 10 braids. This is 10 Microlocs to go. I just braided them together, so I will be finishing tonight and then I'll be done. As you can see, my hair has gotten like fuzzy because it's literally been 6 weeks since I washed it, because I've been installing my hair the whole time.